is Matthew, and I am the Whisperist, and I need to apologize for how long it's been since I've uploaded an ASMR video. December just was a blur. I wish that I had a really good excuse, but it really was just the busyness of the season. And then my ex-wife and I took our kids to London for New Year's, and I think I shared that. And so between that and then just the busyness of the new year, and then we had a snowstorm last night. So I've actually started this video 3 different times, and then something went wrong. Like, one time I forgot to turn the heater off, and it begins to rumble during the middle of the video. And I only had like a few minutes to record, and so I had to trash the whole thing. But today I'm going to talk to you about 3 different things that involve friendships or really close acquaintances, and people who are doing really wonderful things. And the first thing I want to share with you is this book by my friend Layla Palmer. She lives in Alabama, and she is an online influencer. And before I tell you, like, this book is just gorgeous. And it's a book about life and a book about her story, but it's also a book about recipes, and so it's more like a gift book. And she is so gifted. She's a gifted communicator, a gifted photographer. I haven't tried her recipes, but I'm sure she's a gifted chef or a cook. And so this book is just it came out prior to Christmas. And I just want to let you know that this book does have a faith perspective to it, so it might not be for everybody. But certainly you all know that I write children's books that are about faith, and but my books, I can talk about my books because I know how open they are, and I know that people from various denominations and various faiths utilize my books. I've had people from Buddhist backgrounds tell me they read my books, and so, but this is not that kind of a book. This is more of a book that is for people who follow Christianity. But like I've said before, I love the sound of books. I love the sound of pages turning. I love the sound of a bind when it starts to crack. Christian perspective. Okay, so the second book that I'm going to tell you about is very personal. It's obviously personal because I am one of the authors. But it is more so personal because it's a book that I finished for my friend Rachel Held Evans. In 2019, Rachel became sick, and she went into the hospital with flu-like symptoms, which eventually became so bad that she had to be put into a coma, and she never came out. She didn't survive, and so she was in the hospital for 3.5 weeks, 3 different hospitals, and she was an author, an activist, and just a powerful, powerful human. And I absolutely love her. She was a dear friend. And a few months after she died, it was in the hospital when she was sick that that her husband told me that Rachel had been working on a children's book, and she's not known for children's books, and so I was very interested. I was so excited that Rachel was thinking about writing a children's book. And so he was telling me about this while we were in the hospital, looking after his wife, my friend. And I was just so excited. And a few days later when she died, I was so sad to think that her books weren't going to see the light of day. And so, a few months after she died, her husband called me and asked me if I would finish Rachel's book. And you guys, I wish I could go back and communicate just how deeply meaningful this experience was for me, because 2019 was a really, really hard year. First and foremost, I'd lost a good friend, and at the time, my ex-wife and I were really at a big turning point in our marriage, and we were in counseling and trying to do the right thing and be the best versions of ourselves, but that was a really difficult path, and it was really hard to navigate. And so this book was a gift, and I mean that. It was a gift. I needed to experience Rachel's words before the rest of the world did, and being able to shape and add and color and bring to life her idea was a gift you aren't sure what God is like, think about what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel brave, and what makes you feel loved. That's what God is like. And so that's my friend Rachel. Okay. So you guys, I am not a big drinker, but I have a friend who is a baker, and her name is Ivy, and she came out with a tequila. Like, it's her tequila, it's her recipe, it's her thing, and she sent me this incredible box. I wish you could feel this box. It's like smooth in a velvety way. And it almost has like a drum sound to it. I mean, I could play with this box for a really long time. But her tequila is Southbound Tequila. And again, I can count on one hand how many times I have drank tequila. But this box is so gorgeous that I just had to share it. And of course, it's backwards. But look at the cover. Look at the back of this. It's just gorgeous. And this is a pre-printed note that says, "Thank you for taking the southbound journey with me. Southbound is a result of my passion to find the perfect premium sipping tequila that is also worthy to elevate any cocktail experience. I have finally found the tequila profile I have been searching for, and I am so excited to share it with you. Take this invitation is. Like, it's breakable, but it says Southbound, and it's just lovely. Such a well put together package. And then a shaker, which I managed to like drop and make this really awful noise right in the middle of it. I am not a big fan of metal for ASMR, but I know some people are. So lovely. It is just a really, really beautiful package. And then this really lovely crinkle paper that I won't over crinkle. And here's a bottle of the main attraction. I love the sound of blooping water or liquid. Southbound Tequila Reposado. I don't know how to pronounce it. Handcrafted in Mexico. I have not decided what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to research my options. But if you are interested in learning more, you can go and search and Google Southbound Tequila. And so, it was again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it has taken me so long.